So that grizzly could be. We could use that to feed the forest next turn.
Yeah, so I may as well collect the ferry. Ooh, oh, I could do. Oh, mate, I could move up. Prairie, hyper aggressive face action.
Well,
Move.
I think you want to build a green tile. If you do that. So yeah, I quite like this. I think you can. Yeah, play the green tile.
So I can put an ancient boar down.
I would play Deepwood Grizzly and then play Feed the Forest on it
On which one?
on the Grizzly.
Top right.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay, it's
man.
not bad. So maybe play the Oakling aggressively. We definitely want to make that trade with the Grimguard.
Yep. Um, Oakling here.
Um,
Yeah, and I'm gonna put an ancient boar down here to collect ferry.
yeah. Do you want to put the ancient board down there or to double collect? I think double collect is better. Yeah. And I think you should move up the Vajoran force as well.
The 7-4.
Yeah. I
Yeah, that's
mean,
fine.
it's not so great against Flame Burst, but Flame Burst still won't kill you. And I don't think Flame Burst is that good because he has to spend 6 mana doing it. So yeah. Okay. So this is something that you need to. This is a card that you should probably prioritize trying to craft. It's extremely powerful. This Runin.
Right, we'll check this out.
So do you want to take out the Runin or do you want to take out the 3/8?
10. Oh, that's quite interesting. Well, I'm gonna build a. First, I'm gonna collect this. A land here and then put down taunt.
Yeah, I really like that. You can actually put down Living Willow. Because then he has to have a buff if you do that.
If I put down Grave Guardian. Oh, he's dead.
Grave Guardian's better against a buff.
Right.
I think you should move. Okay, it doesn't matter that much. I think you want to take out the Runin though. Yeah. That's perfect because now you can put down the Grave Guardian um, in that
I can
spot.
put. Oh,
Yeah,
that was a disgusting turn.
it is.
It's that taunt. That is, I think, literally the most aggressive setup.
He's got 4 beasts that he just has to deal with.
And a taunt. That taunt couldn't be better placed.
Exactly. It was weaker to a buff though, so maybe it would have been better to trade the Oakling first and decide. Like, we could view what the Oakling buff went on, and then maybe that would have meant we could have played better. So maybe that was preferable. Yeah, okay. You want to predict the resignation?
Thought so. That was just inevitable, wasn't it?
It was.
Should we go again?
Yeah, let's do it. Jack?
So I'm thinking we change this hand up.
Sorry, your mic just went.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna redraw, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Redrawing.
Angel.
I don't know. Queen's Favourite is decent. Ancient
It's just
Ball.
that I'm useful when I've got some impact. Mind you, yeah, mind you.
We can still play something turn 2, which is fine. Can you just move the bottom right thing into the top right corner?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it looks neat now.
So, no, I think you want to play it on the right.
Oh shit, sorry.
Doesn't make a difference. It just really makes us commit to one side now.
Yeah. You don't make a difference. It's a shame you can't
Sorry?
just get those explores in your deck, quite frankly, that. Like a stand.
Yeah,
So we're thinking like a green land here.
yeah. And we definitely need to take care of that Bloodsinger.
Okay.
I think we want to play double Priory next turn,
Yeah, I agree
which
with
will
that.
allow us to play Grave Guardian and catch the Bloodsinger.
So what does that do then?
Okay, so he's red-yellow. So he's probably playing some sort of burnless, and we need to be very fast.
So forward.
No, go for the Farrier. So 2, right? Yeah, and up. And I think we play an Oakling, and then feed the forest.
On my 3/8.
No, on the Oakling. Basically means one of the 2 cards in your hand will get a big buff.
Ooh, that's a really nice idea, I like that.
Okay, so it goes on the Oakling. That's probably quite good.
That's so funny. Think of other openings up.
So let's see if he moves back. Shooting brute. Okay.
So there's a lot of face damage.
Yeah. So it's a burnless, so we need to be as aggressive as possible.
Right then. I've got Tiki Caretaker that could fuck this guy up, no prob.
So he wait, go back. No, you can't kill it with the Tiki Caretaker.
I know, I can't, you're right, fuck.
But what you can do is play a green.
Where?
Right up
Here.
from where, like the no, up. Yeah, there.
Where,
And now
Taunt,
play
got Taunt.
Grave Guardian in that spot, and then buff it with the Tiki. Yeah, that's really good. And there's no need to move your Ancient Ball up.
Okay, yeah, that's nice.
So next turn, I think we actually want to start pushing the Grave Guardian up and to the left, and then set up that Vijoran Force right in the center really aggressively. Because we're really on a clock here. His deck
Right.
is going to be all stuff which is going to deal damage to our face. So we can't sit back and just collect Feyreer and hope to outvalue him in the long game. We really need to, yeah, push and try and damage his face. We have to race him, like, from the off.
So we're thinking double fairy here, double prairie here.
No, I'm thinking green tile in the center. If the 8/3 survives. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, he has the perfect hand to deal with it. In that case, Yeah, in that case, I think we go double prairie on the left-hand side. And we can look
Pushing it
at
up.
putting down an oakling.
So we can put Viduran Force down here, potentially.
I think we should put down the oakling. It's a 5/8. It's still pretty beefy. It's got more chance to survive. And also, if he kills it with a last nightmare, then it's still good for us because it gets on the Viduran Force, and then we can put the Viduran Force down on the left, which is going to really threaten his orb.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's a fair point. It's crazy how he's already taken 5 face damage off me already.
Yeah.
That's quite concerning.
It's very concerning because these 2/4s are really strong. And when he gets 2 of them on the board, every time he kills one of your guys, that's worth 2 face damage. So if he has Cypher's Wrath on your Tiki, that would be really bad. That would be... Cypher's Wrath is a card that does 2 damage, but if it kills a minion, then it also does 2 damage to the face. So that would be the equivalent of 4 damage to the face. Blood Obelisk. Okay, I haven't seen Blood Obelisk for a while.
So what does that do? What, he's
Oh,
resigned?
he's resigned. Yeah, we just had too much pressure.
You think?
Yeah.
I think that's a good lesson about having pressure come up from both sides, particularly from a green deck perspective.
Yeah, definitely. He can't run away with his 2/4s, and presumably he just didn't have enough in his hand to deal with it. I mean, he didn't know what our hand was, but he couldn't deal with the oakling from the looks of things.
Definitely.
Presumably he just didn't have the last nightmare, but the way we played it, last nightmare wouldn't even be that great for him. But this is also the reason why we played the Tiki buff on the Grave Guardian, because you need 3 deserts for Last Nightmare, and at that time he'd only played 1 desert, so we knew that he couldn't play Last Nightmare on the Grave Guardian. So if the turn prior to that he'd played a desert, then we would have had to completely change our plan. And I think particularly if you're playing yellow against green, it's really important to play a mixture of red and yellow tiles, just because you do threaten the Last Nightmare. It's not just about what you have in your hand. It's also about what you threaten you have in your hand. The same way in poker you can bluff. It's the same sort of thing.
I imagine that's quite a nuance. That's quite high level, isn't it? That bluff element of it.
It's fairly high level, yeah. But
So
it's
you
something
can.
that you learn.
We're saying that we just in some fashion poker, you influence their decision based on the lands that you play. So you may make it look like you've got that dragon card, for example.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
don't make them play a certain way.
Yeah, but I don't think you would do it like if you have like a full yellow deck. I don't think you'd play other colors just to threaten something. But if you do have a list which is 2 different colors, and most people know what's actually in that list, then generally it's a good idea to try and make your opponent be scared of certain things. So the first level is kind of to play around what your opponent's got, and then the second level is to kind of build lands so that your opponent has to play around certain things, which can help you advance yourself.
I see. So just talking about like, I suppose how long it takes to find a game. Like, how big is the population of Ferry?
I think generally there's around 100 or so people playing at a time. I think there's a number of reasons for that. Stuff like Hearthstone expansion got released, Duelist got released, Overwatch has been released, or the beta's been released. And also the meta's been quite similar for a couple of weeks, and that's all going to change up over the next few days. So that should breathe some new life into it. Also, when Pandora's released, a lot more people will be playing. I think this is the kind of hand you want to redraw.
Yeah, I agree. Because they're all like cards that make other cards good. Do you know what I mean? They're all
Yes.
ancillary cards.
Yeah. I think with this sort of deck, it's more of a mid-range deck. So you want to be building. Um, no, so you should start off with a tile in front of your orb rather than to the side,
Okay.
particularly with the double Vajorian Force in hand. That just
Ah,
gives you
so
the option to be like really aggressive turn 2 if you need to be. As it is, I think just play to the right. And I think we developed the Oakling. And right now, I think we can just focus purely on the right-hand side because we have 3 hugely powerful minions. And I don't think it's great for one of them to be just sat around collecting Feyreer. It's more valuable to get them in the action. Okay, so now we can start thinking about putting down the ball, but not just yet. I'd just play another green tile ahead of the Oakling.
push everything forward.
You can either push the Oakling forward or just play Vajorian Force. He's not going to have any way of dealing with the Vajorian Force, so it may be better to just do that.
Yeah, that's an interesting point.
It also means next turn we can play Ancient Boar on the left-hand side for
Yeah,
2
right here.
mana.
Oh,
No,
actually, yeah,
to collect Feyreer.
yeah, that's a very good point. Well, I mean, mind you, I want to get 5 down so I can play this down.
Yeah. But the way that we're going to try and beat him here is just by pure pressure.
But mine's not necessarily pressuring Jack, though, is it?
Um, in general, it can be in some games. It's not like... It's not a deck where you try and remove all of the opponent's creatures, because green doesn't really have that kind of removal, either AoE removal or single target removal. It's all about creatures on board. So I think it's more of a mid-range deck than a true control deck. But there's definitely times where you're going to want to be playing a slower game and times where you want to be playing a more aggressive game. I think with the hand you've got, it's much better to play an aggressive game.
Okay, this makes it very interesting for us now. Oh, do we still want to have this forest down here on the left?
Um, yes, I believe so. And then you can play Ancient Boar. And we can look at feeding Oakling into the forest. Perhaps next turn.
Oh, yeah, interesting point.
Because,
Let it crest first.
yeah. So,
Do I want to trade into his 5/6? Otherwise, he's going to collect Fairy.
yeah, definitely trade into it because if he buffs it, then it gets a free trade on the 7/7, which is not good.
Yeah, no one wants that.
Yeah, so next turn we can feed the forest with Oakling and probably play an aggressive. Whichever one gets the buff, we just play that aggressively because green doesn't have any removal. So,
Let's feed the forest on my guy here the first, yeah?
no, because if it hits the Tiki, it's not great. So, we should think about it, I think. Also, where do you want to build your land? So that's the first choice for this turn.
Okay, this is what I want to do.
Bear in mind, if you play double prairie, then I think it's probably just about best, but you won't be able to play Therian Golem. No, I think you want to stop him from placing a guy right in front of your orb.
Okay, yeah, good shot. Maybe it's one of those times where we just take that calculated risk.
Um,
Or why not put Vision Force down here?
wait. If Vijoran Force gets the buff, it's really good. We can just ticky the Oakling, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe just move the Oakling up. Um, and
Maybe the
pass
best
the
play is just to leave.
pass
The thing is that he may
pass
take
the
out that
turn, I
oak.
think.
Yeah,
He can't take out the Oakling. And we can set up an aggressive land with the Oakling next turn.
yeah. You know, there's no point putting any monster down the side anyway.
So I think we feed the forest the Oakling now. Goes on. Okay.
Torn, because that's will survive. I'm thinking Torn, Tiki Caretaker.
Yeah, that looks like a good option.
Uh,
Okay.
and then I want the Tiki Caretaker here.
No, I think you
I,
want the Tiki Caretaker on the right.
yeah, to click that. Buff that beast up. I would then like to start. So my thoughts here are, let's start getting this double prairie here.
Yeah, the
Obviously,
problem is if he buffs up the Oak Father, um, it's really bad for you. So it may have been better to move the Ancient Boar across so that it can help with trading.
if it needed to.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
and you could have actually built a green land where the Ancient Boar is now and just put the Tiki down there.
Oh, that would have been interesting. But then I'm just thinking if the 8-9 is going to go down anyway. Okay, yeah, so that's going to be serving the
Okay,
same
so
function.
his buff was kind of nonsense, right? His buff didn't hinder him in any way. Hinder us in any way because it's just trades in 2 turns anyway. So we can't actually move. Yeah, so you put the Ancient Boar where you want it, which is to collect double prairies, double Faeria.
Yeah.
You
I'm
definitely want to
thinking.
make the trade. So are you thinking just playing double prairie on the left?
I'm thinking that to stop any more development coming down.
Okay.
Personally. Let's see what. Is there anything else that we can do? Anything's got. Uh,
I think you want to trade, so let's do that.
I kind of want to avoid it.
No, you definitely want to trade. 8-3 versus 6-7. It's definitely a very strong trade for you. It's definitely a favourable trade for you. You can use your Tiki to sit on his forest.
I reckon Oakling put that down, advance it.
I would rather put the Oakling down there, yeah. And sit on his forest with your Tiki Caretaker.
Yeah, excellent shot.
Yeah. Okay. And end the turn. So as soon as we now, because we have such a dominant position on the left hand side, we need to start putting down probably a Therian Golem on the left hand side.
I'm thinking Fear and Golem right here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. The Tiki Totem is not really a concern at all for us. Plays a yellow tile. That's interesting. Yeah. So Therian Golem, where we say
That could play.
and push the Oakling up as well. Yeah.
I'm thinking. Potentially end turn here, actually.
I think ending turn is good. So what we can do next turn is set up a aggressive land on the right as well. So now we've got. So then we will have positions where we can put down strong creatures on both sides of the board, which makes it twice as difficult for him to defend.
So I'm thinking advance the 5/8 aggressively and put it right in front of his Tiki Totem.
Yeah, that's what I would go for. And this 5/8 is great because even if he kills it, then he's just going to get like, a huge monster coming down straight afterwards.
We've just got pure monsters in the hand. So he's going to put that on. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, Elderwood Embrace is a really good draw. So Elderwood Embrace on the 5/10 to trade is just such a perfect trade,
It's almost like what Elderwood Embrace was made for, isn't it?
pretty much. I don't think you get a better
Use of it, yeah.
yeah.
I'm also thinking we
Definitely
may.
take out the 2/3 as well. Yeah.
Alright, let's build it as a cheeky thing. I think we may be seeing a resignation very shortly, to be honest.
Do you want to go for the Vajoran Force or the Therian Golem? I think Vajoran Force is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as I thought.
Getting a win streak.
That's right, that's where we're at.
Pretty nice.
Look, I may, on my occasion, call this a day actually, and probably shoot to you up the wooden hills of Bedfordshire.
Okay, cool.
No, okay, that was cool though, that was decent.
Yeah, it was. Awesome.
Okay, so right, mate, I'll drop you a message in a little bit then.
Okay, see you later.
GG's.
Okay, bye.